We are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are day 74, 365 days of guitar practice. And if you're brand new and just clicked on this video, welcome. I'm Jay Wills, midlife dude, getting back into music and learning how to play guitar from scratch after 22 years. And this is day 74. I do a little daily vlog of my progress. I practice other times outside of the day. However, it's a fun little passion project and following my journey along to getting possibly in a band someday. So welcome if you're here. And for all of you OG returning subscribers, thanks so much. We are chasing that 1,000 sub mark because we've been chatting about what cab, maybe some amps. I think I've landed on the cab, boys. We'll talk about that in a bit. We will grab everything. So we're going to rebrand Whammy Bar Wednesdays is what normally. However, we're going to chat about that, do a little housekeeping on some of my practice stuff because that's a little bit, it's going through some evolutionary changes. And talk about that. But first off, and if you're brand new, we do a little noodling around. It's more of a noodling practice, just fun. I read some comments, we jam a bit, read some comments, and then chat about gear sometimes. Yap, go off on tangents into the Ethereum, jam around a little bit, and just have some fun. The orange 35 RT. Hold on. Who was talking about that? I'll get into it in a bit. However, we're going to be running through this tonight. Also, the PV and the 2x12. Because it's kind of a cool A-B comparison for both. So, with that, enough yapping. Let's see, hold on. Let me go here. So, we're going to rebrand stuff. I'm thinking Wicked Metal Wednesdays. We'll talk about the whammy bar and the pinch harmonics and why I'm pretty much discontinuing that practice. Largely because I have so many other things to practice, and all of this in the last 74 days has been an absolute fire hose of lessons. So, this, the Predator, she's dropped all the way down. And going through the the 35 RT tonight. And we're going to have a new intro. We need to find a new intro. So, that's what we're going to do right now is see if I can come up with a new intro. And yeah, welcome to day 74. I want to be wicked and metal. Test run for, hold on, we're going to pause real quick. Who asked me about this amp? And thank you for all the comments. This is awesome. At Richard Catalina Jr. So this is for you, brother. We're just going to go through what this sounds like. Now, granted, it's probably a better test, but you know what? Let's do this on this. This guitar's dropped way down, like a step and a half. I'll pull the Tele out here in a bit and run through that just so you get a better idea what it sounds like with a normal tuning and a normal guitar. This is like a Frankenstein guitar, really, but it's just a fun-ass guitar. So let's jam around a little bit more, and then I'll go through the settings on this. Like right now I got the bass cranked, so this is, again, consider the guitar. And I got the dirty channel on number 3, basically, so like 25%. Max bass. which is kind of a nice sound for this. I don't like much mids on this guitar. Mids at noon. A little more thickness for sure. 75%. Kind of wash it out a little bit. I'll keep it at noon for the treble. 25% treble. High noon, 50%. 75%. Max. I'm going to go back down to about 60% treble and pretty much no mids. So that's Predator. It's just for you, brother. It's kind of fun. I always like kind of fiddling around with new stuff and kind of demoing some stuff. So let's turn this down. All right, and we'll go clean channel on the Tele for sure, just because it's got it's a Tele. It's normal tuning. Doesn't sound like an absolute demon. It totally can at times. All right, so and we'll go clean and dirty. I don't have the foot switch hooked up, or else I'd just be able to do that. It's up there on the shelf. Oh my god. Oopsies. All right, let's get that around. All right. Okay. Pull out the old Tele, because she always sounds nice. I'm pretty sure it's still tuned from 2 days ago. We shall see very quickly. All right. Standard tuning, Telecaster FMT. It's got a couple humbuckers. And it will sound a lot different. So I'm going to go noon on all the settings. Oh, let's go clean real quick. Go no gain. Consider the user. It's not going to sound like a pro by any means, but you get the idea. All right, we'll go noon on everything. bass. We'll modulate the mids down to nothing. That's nothing. Noon. And then like 75%. It gets pretty muddy. Actually, no. This sounds good. We'll keep it like 75% on that and just roll from there. Again, consider the user. I am by no means, I am very amateur. Snap to it if you really hammer on it. It's definitely got some power to it. Let's go dirty. Okay. Oh, here we go. I was like, seriously? It's like 50% gain. That was 50% gain, and we'll go 75% gain. That phone's gonna clip out, so if the audio changes, it's my old ancient ass iPhone. Crush 35 RT. It's an awesome little amp. The primary reason that I got this amp, I went and measured, well, not measured my suitcase, and then hopped online and wanted to get the biggest compact amp that would fit in the lower half of my suitcase. And this right here absolutely does. So I'm gonna be traveling with this here in about a week. So yeah, awesome amp. It's got a built-in tuner, which is super handy. It has an effects loop on the back, which also is really super handy, plus a foot switch, which this thing up here, highly recommend. If you do get one, totally get the foot switch with it. So worth it. I've never had a foot switch before. I'm actually gonna entertain getting one for my PB. and possibly, I don't think there's one for the Orange Dark Terror, but the foot switch thing, super awesome. It is super, super awesome. All right, so let's get into some metal stuff because I was noodling around with that a little bit this morning, which is kind of fun. And yeah, we're gonna fire up the TV. This old lady here is working amazingly well lately. And then we're gonna grab Miss Jackson because this is dropped. She's dropped all the way down to like the bowels of hell. She's a super, super down tune. It's a G sharp, D sharp. It's like a, I don't know, I just Googled prog metal, death metal, black metal tuning, and it popped up with this. So on a 7-string, which is pretty cool, super chunky, lots of fun. And let's see what the old. Comparison. The phone probably can't pick this up, but it just makes your nuts rattle. It's just an awesome thing. The intro for Wednesday that's just super dark and metal. Actually, no bit. This is what no bit is. change up from what Wednesdays normally are. However, the old 7-string, just having some fun in this drop tuning, just a ton of fun. And it's just growly. I bet the phone, we'll see if the phone picks it up or not. But fun times. And that's what it's all about, boys. Pick up your axe, have fun. That's kind of fun. Enough ear torture for tonight. Although, I'm going to keep jamming on that while the old YouTube uploads because it's a lot of fun. It's a ton of fun. I've unlocked, I think, another part of my soul. Not like a dark side, but you know, there's always got to be a little balance in there, right? Coming off last night's really pretty jam to a just, whoa, total drop bottom. All right, I think I wheeze. We're going to hit some presets on this. We're going to do that tomorrow for Thursday, because I found some cool presets deep into the 80s on my drum machine. And I do believe day 74 in the bag. I will see all of you wonderful guitar loving souls tomorrow for day 75. And yeah, peace. See you tomorrow.